We're from Group 11, want to discuss about speech to act, but first of all, I want to introduce our group member. There are Rahmat, Hidayat, and myself, Rahma Aizahra. Understanding how incentive motivate behavior. The incentive theory of motivation is a behavioral theory that suggests people are motivated by a drive for incentive and reinforcement. The incentive theory also proposes that people behave in a way they believe will result in a reward and avoid action that may entail punishment. Employees might behave differently in similar situations depending on the incentive available. For example, an employee might work harder on a project to earn a good review or to avoid a poor review than if they don't receive a review at all. Their motivation is their desire to receive a reward or avoid a punishment via a performance review at the end of the project. What forces are behind your action? Do you get up and head to the gym each day because you know it's good for you? Or is it because of some type of external reward? There are many different reasons why people do these things. Sometimes people are motivated to act because of internal desires and wishes, but at other times, behaviors are driven by a desire for external rewards. An incentive is a reward that is promised if a particular action is taken or goal is reached. Incentive encourage us to act. Incentive can be physical rewards such as food, shelter, and money. They can be psychological rewards such as positive self-concept and peace of mind. They can be social rewards such as acceptance, status, and popularity. Regardless of the type of incentive offered, if a person values it, that person will be motivated to take goal-related actions. Incentive in the workplace, as in other facets of life, can also be positive or negative. Number 1, positive incentive provide positive assurance that an employee will receive something they desire in exchange for doing their work well. For example, positive incentive include recognition, promotions, raises, and so forth. Number 2, negative incentive correct mistake or discourage certain behavior. Negative incentive include reprimands, demotions, pay decreases, and other kind of penalties. And the next presentation will be continued by Rahmat Adi Hidayat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahma. So I will continue the presentation. The second is using incentives to meet needs. Incentives are likely to motivate people when they satisfy a strong but unmet need. Various ways of categorizing needs have been developed to help us understand types of needs. One of the most widely recognized is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Abraham Maslow divided people's needs into 5 categories. The first is physiological needs, including food, drink, and life-sustaining temperature. The second, safety and security needs, including long-term survival and stability. The third, belongingness and love needs, including the need to identify with friends, loved ones, and family. The fourth, esteem needs, ego gratification, including the quest for material goods, recognition, and power or influence. And the fifth, self-actualization needs, including the need to develop oneself to realize one's full potential and engage in creative acts. Maslow believed that these needs were hierarchical, that is, your lower order needs had to be met before you would be motivated by higher order. The hierarchical nature of needs is still debated because there is evidence that at times some people will sacrifice lower order needs to satisfy higher order ones. Nevertheless, as a speaker, if you can tie the incentives that accompany your proposal with unmet audience needs, you will increase the likelihood that the audience will take the action you are proposing. As you prepare your speech, you not only want to understand the needs of the audience and the incentives that are attached to acting as you suggest, but you also need to understand what the action you are proposing will cost the audience and how this cost may result in increasing a need. In your speech, you will want to address how the incentive you highlight will compensate for the cost or will result in the need that is threatened being fulfilled in an alternative 75 way. For example, in the literacy speech, one obvious cost is the hour of free time each week, which might take away from time audience members currently spends with their friends. This could threaten their belongingness need. That's all from us. Hope you guys understand about this material. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.